There is Thailand, everybody knows. Koh Samui, Chiang Mai, Bangkok, Phuket, Krabi. And then there is Thailand people often miss. Here, people climb 30-meter tall palm trees to harvest sugar. Temples preserve the history of centuries. Huge caves are lit only by the sun. And in the evenings, thousands of bats fly out of the mountains. The local desserts here are so delicious that you first grab a little taste, and then 5 minutes later you're already standing there with a third cake, convincing yourself that this is a cultural exploration, not a weakness. Yes, today we're exploring Phetchaburi Province, a province that 98% of people simply skip on their way to southern Thailand, as it is located just a 2-hour drive from Bangkok, and yet there is so much to see here. And yeah guys, for those of you who've been watching this channel for a while and who have started to think I have disappeared, at the end of this episode I'm gonna explain why I was away, what has happened in my life, and why I haven't been uploading videos for such a long time. So make sure you are watching this episode till the end. Let's go! There are things you don't notice when you travel, and palm trees are one of them. They're everywhere in Thailand and you quickly get used to them. They simply become a backdrop. However, not all palm trees are the same. Okay, เปียกแล้ว วันนี้ very ร้อน Anyway guys, we have arrived to a place called Uncle Thanom Palm Orchard, and indeed there are quite many palm trees here. However, these are not ordinary coconut palm trees. These are sugar palm trees. When you stand among these palms, it's tempting to think they're just coconuts. But no, the main character here is the sugar palm, toddy palm. And if a coconut is about sea and the beach, then this palm is about sugar, culture and craft. But in fact, it's not the only thing that they grow on these farms. สวัสดีครับอ๋อมีมะยมชิดด้วยทุเรียนมาจากที่นี่ใช่ไหมครับปลูกที่นี่ว้าว พูดไทยไม่ได้ speak English นะ มีส้มโอมีสับปะรดมีมะยมชิดฟักทองได้โอเคขอบคุณครับส้มโอไม่ต้องไปนครปฐมต้องมาเพชรบุรีใช่มีส้มโอหวานไม่เปรี้ยวหวานอร่อยจริงๆ very fresh and juicy wow อร่อยจริงๆ and people are friendly even though it is not just farm it's a tourist attraction. Yeah, they transform this farm into a tourist attraction and still people are very friendly. Nice. And some more very big. ส้มโอราคาเท่าไหร่ครับ120 Nice. It's very big. ลูกใหญ่เนาะส้มโอเขาใหญ่ส้มโอเขาใหญ่ไม่ใช่ที่นี่เขาใหญ่มันน่ะคือเรียกว่าเขาใหญ่ส้มโอเขาใหญ่ใหญ่จริงไหมใหญ่จริงเหมือนหัว bigger than my head. ส้มโอเขาใหญ่ส้มโอเขาใหญ่ is the type of this pomelo. Very delicious. But let's get back to our sugar palms. The most interesting thing about them is that the sugar isn't made from the fruit. It's made from the sap of the flowers, not coconuts, not the pulp, specifically the sap, which is extracted by hand. Early in the morning, while it's not yet hot, a man takes a bamboo ladder or just a bamboo trunk with steps and climbs a palm tree. The height is 25-30 meters. No safety net, no Instagram selfies, just work. At the top, he cuts a flower, then hangs a container on it, and the sap slowly begins to drip. And that's it. No machinery, no automation, just a man and a tree. The coconut harvesting process is similar. One person at the top cuts the coconuts and lowers them down with a rope, while a second person receives them below and loads them into a car. I honestly doubt I could climb up that ladder without tragic consequences, but they do this thousands and thousands times a day. Toddy palm coconuts are large, dark, almost black, and inside there is a jelly-like pulp. Oh, doesn't smell at all, but it is very juicy. Luktan, namtan is sugar, so luk is a classifier for fruit. So luktan, sugar fruit. Extremely juicy, slightly bitter on the outside, but probably I don't need to eat this white cover. Only what's inside, but it's not extremely sweet. Something like some kind of jelly, sweet, slightly sweet fruit jelly, right from the top of the tree. Very kind guys. So the collected juice isn't sugar yet. It's a cloudy, slightly sweet liquid. It's immediately brought to the boil in the special kitchen with large clay oven. They pour sugar sap in the pan and then stir it for hours. The water evaporates, and at some point the liquid begins to thicken, darken, and turns into what Thai people use in desserts, sauces, and basically in half Thai cuisine. แล้วก็อันนี้เป็นน้ำตาลใช่ไหมครับ
น้ำตาลโนดจ้า
น้ำตาลตะโนด
ใช่
Phetchaburi is one of the centers of palm sugar production in Thailand, and that's precisely why local desserts here are so dangerous. Dangerous because they're incredibly tasty and you easily lose control. พี่ครับ อันนี้เป็นขนมลูกตาลใช่ไหมครับ
ใช่ครับ
โคหนึ่งถ้วยได้ไหมครับ
ได้ครับ
เอาหนึ่งอัน
เอาไอ้นี่ด้วยเปล่า
อะไรก็ได้ อะไรอร่อย
อร่อยทั้งสองอย่าง
โอเค
อันนี้ลูกตาล
like เนื้อลูกตาลใช่ไหมครับ
ใช่เนื้อลูกตาล อันนี้น้ำกะทิน้ำตาลตะโนด
น้ำกะทิน้ำตาลตะโนด
ใช่
เกี่ยวเท่าไหรครับ
30
โอเค Deliciousness. 30 baht for a beautiful cup of local dessert with pulp of the sugar fruit, toddy palm sugar fruit. อร่อยอร่อยกินหมดกินหมดไม่หวานเพราะว่าไม่ชอบหวานมากอันนี้ชื่นใจใช่ครับคุณคิดว่าขนมอร่อยที่สุดคืออะไรครับที่นี่
อร่อยทุกอย่าง
แนะนำคนแนะนำได้ไหมครับ
หม้อแกง
เพราะว่ากินเยอะๆไม่ได้แต่หนึ่งอย่างต้องกิน
เอาหนึ่งอย่างต้องกินก็ต้องหม้อแกงสิ
อันนี้
นี่
ฮะมีช้อนไหมครับ
มี
โอเคเท่าไหร่ครับ
25
โอเคไม่ต้องใส่ถุงจะกินเลยครับ
โอเค
ต้องกินที่นี่เพราะว่าที่นี่ธรรมชาติอร่อยกว่า
ต้องกินที่นี่ถึงจะอร่อยใช่ไหม
ขนมหม้อแกง traditional Thai dessert similar to custard. It's made from coconut milk, eggs, palm sugar, mashed taro of beans, and fried shallots. It has a soft texture, it is sweet and creamy, and has a fragrant aroma of fried shallots and coconut milk. It is a famous dessert, especially from Phetchaburi Province. Yeah, indeed, it smells really good. So let's try it. Very soft. Indeed, it is some kind of custard. Melts in your mouth. I think this is a mashed taro. Yeah, I don't feel any onions on it. But yeah, sweet coconut milk, sweet sugar palm, palm sugar, palm sugar, and mashed taro. Very tasty. 25 baht. While I was eating my custard, kind lady brought me another dessert, which is also a signature dessert of Phetchaburi Province. It is called Khanom Tan. Khanom Tan is another traditional Thai dessert, which is basically a small steamed cake flavored with toddy palm sugar and coconut milk. It is wrapped in banana leaf and often it is topped with grated coconut. Usually you can find it in provinces where sugar palm grown. Here in Phetchaburi, also Nakhon Pathom and Suphanburi. Smells really good. A little bit chewy, sweet. You can feel the coconut milk. Love this one. And it's tiny. Lao,
วาย
Lao Khao.
เหล้าตะตาล
เรามาจาก จีนเหรอ
ใช่ไหม
เรียกว่าอะไรครับ
กระแช่
อะไรนะครับ
กระแช่
กะแท่
ทำจาก
กระแท่ กะแท่
ดม
ดม
ดมเกิน
The day is not over yet, but I'm already enjoying some local juice. Grape juice, apple juice. What kind of juice is this? Moonshine. หวาน
วิสกี้ปาล์มชุก
Whiskey palm sugar.
yeah
Whiskey palm sugar. Not strong. Something like wine. ไม่ใช่ whiskey เป็น wine. Like white wine.
ว่าย
Wine สีขาวใช่อร่อยใช่ Alright, now I think our mission here is completed. We tried many things. Fresh fruit, desserts, juice, special juice. Gotta continue exploring Phetchaburi Province. Let's continue. Another interesting moment. I was ready to leave and I've noticed a structure here right in the farm. So it appears to be an abandoned house of termites or house of ants, which is really huge. So my height is 6 feet, 183 centimeters. And this thing is probably 2.5 meters or maybe even a little bit taller. It is really huge. I've never seen such huge houses of ants, houses of termites. This structure made of clay, sand, and soil. Amazing. And what is even more amazing is that Thai people believe that if there is a huge house of ants or house of termites like this one, it's some sort of magical structure. And if they notice such things, they usually come and make a wish. Thai people believe in Buddhism, but also there are many different things like spirits, trees, caves, and etc. So here is a huge house of ants, and let's make a wish. I just bought a lottery ticket. We'll see. Am I gonna be lucky or not? We'll see. Sugar palm farms of Phetchaburi is not a tourist show, and there is no feeling of tourist attraction. There is a sense of life, because you get a chance to observe a process that hasn't changed in decades, and to begin to better understand the local cuisine, the region, and Thailand itself. And just in 3 minutes drive from the Uncle Thanom sugar palm farm, we can find another interesting place which we absolutely must visit. 3 minutes drive is nothing. Here is the beautiful Ubosot. This temple is called Wat Tham Rong, but it's not this building we're interested in. If we will cross the road, there will be a cliff, and inside this cliff there is a cave. Not a big cave, however. In this cave we can find really ancient statue of Buddha, Black Buddha, carved of the wall of this cave, and it is believed this Buddha statue is over 700 years old. Some people say it is 1,000 years old, so we absolutely must see it with our own eyes. At the entrance, you are meeting the official security service of this place, the monkeys. They are not here by an accident. They are working here and waiting for you to relax. But I got lucky this time and entered inside without losing my head, phone or bottle of water. Once you take a few steps inside, you literally pass from one wall to another. Luang Buddha statue, enormous, dark, motionless. It's hard to describe in words what do you feel this moment. This isn't a beautiful statue. It's a sense of scale, idea, history. As you get closer, you begin to notice details that surprise you. The lower part of the statue, from the waist down, is literally carved out of the cave itself. This isn't an imported object. It's a part of the rock, part of the cave. It feels like the Buddha grew out of this mountain. And the age of this statue is difficult to comprehend. It is approximately from 7 to 1,000 years old. This means that it appeared around the same time when the first Gothic cathedrals were being built in Europe, when the Crusades were taking place. Can you imagine? When the statue was first created, it was covered in black paint made from betel nut, a plant widely used in Southeast Asia. Hence the name, Luang Podam, which literally can be translated as the Great Black Father. But time takes its toll. The paint has faded with time, and today the statue looks reddish brown. But it only made the statue look even more real. The Luang Podam, Black Buddha statue, which is believed to be at least 700 years old. Some people say 1,000 years old. Can you imagine 1,000 years old? What was here around 1,000 years ago? Probably some kind of village with people who decided to build, to carve out this statue. But why? Why they decided to do this? Nobody knows for sure. How long did it take to carve it out? Were the monkeys around this area 1,000 years ago? What were they thinking? Amazing. Yeah, in 1,000 years old, everyone will forget about me, about you, about everybody we know. Yet, this statue is gonna stand here for many centuries. Just amazing to touch the history of this area, of this district of Phetchaburi. Let's continue. Having enjoyed the silence and greatness of the Black Buddha cave, I did what a normal person does after experiencing the eternal. I went looking for a place to eat. And Phetchaburi can surprise you, because this province is known for more than just temples and caves. It is known for its food. But I wanted to find a place that wouldn't just be delicious, but a restaurant with a character, a cinematic place. And I think I found it.
สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ อันนี้ร้านอาหารมากินใช่ไหมครับ โอเคก๋วยเตี๋ยวต้มยำใช่ไหมครับ โอเค
Every man has own weaknesses. I got weaknesses too, and my weakness is called Tom Yum Noodles with seafood, Kway Teow Tom Yum Tale, which is why I brought you to a place called Mak in Phetchaburi. It is a restaurant which specializes in Tom Yum Noodles, and they've got seafood noodles too, even though we are in a distance from the beach, from the sea. Still, they've got seafood here, which is supposed to be fresh. And the restaurant itself is kind of interesting because it's not something you usually find along the road. This is some sort of beach restaurant or holiday style restaurant. Check this out. It seems that the owners of this place are really in love with movie Jaws. which I have never seen in my life, never watched it before, because when I was a kid it was too brutal for me, so my parents didn't allow me to watch it. But when I grew up, I was more interested in something like Terminator or Predator movies, not the Jaws. Still haven't watched it yet. But yeah, this statue, this half of a shark, the real size shark probably, is the main reason why I've come here. The prices in this restaurant are a little bit on high side, because it's not just a roadside restaurant, it's kind of theme park. People come here to do pictures or enjoy delicious soda. So I ordered a signature dish with lots of seafood, and the price of the signature dish depends on the size of the squid, if there are eggs in the squid, and etc. So mine is almost 300 baht, 290 baht if I remember correctly, which is a little bit expensive, but you can enjoy the premises, get as many selfies, as many pictures as possible to make it worth your while, worth your time and money. Soda is delicious too, but there is no special juice in it. Gotta find special juice a little bit later. But anyway, let's get back to our noodles. Yeah, it's a big portion. It's a big plate and it is a big portion. Spicy, sweet, a little bit sour. Roy. ขอบคุณครับ Tissue มาแล้ว in case I'm gonna be crying. I can wipe out my tears, because usually when I'm eating delicious seafood noodles, tom yum seafood noodles, I'm really ready to cry, because of the taste, of course. Very hot today. Gotta relax somewhere in the dark and cold room. Tasty, fresh indeed. After such a big lunch, the only thing a man wants is to simply lie down somewhere in the shade and not be disturbed. The air gets hot by lunchtime, the ride becomes less pleasant. At that moment you realize it's time to find a place to switch off and cool off, so I went looking for a bed. Sawadee krab. วันนี้ห้องว่างมีไหมครับแถมใช่ไหมครับ
มีเดี๋ยวยังไม่ได้จองใช่ไหมคะ
ไม่ได้จองครับ
จะเหลืออยู่ห้องนึงนะเดี๋ยวถามเจ้านายให้แน่ใจก่อน
โอเคขอเช็คหน่อยครับดุน
ค่าห้อง550
ฮะ
จะมีค่ามัดจำกุญแจ200ตอนออกเอากุญแจไปคืนหนูแล้วคืนกันได้200
ก็ใช่ครับ
ค่ะแล้วก็ขอพาสปอร์ต
ก็ได้
แล้วเดี๋ยวเอามาคืน
ได้ครับอ๋อ nice
โอเคไหมคะ
โอเคโอ้ที่นอนนิ่มว้าว
ที่นอนอย่างดี
มีสวนด้วย
อาบน้ำเอาดอ
อาบน้ำที่นี้เหรอ
ได้ห้องน้ำมีค่ะ แต่ถ้าอยากอาบตรงนี้ก็ได้อยากเล่
ว้าว
นชิว
ชิลธรรมชาติ
ๆค่ะ
nice Pretty good for 550 baht. The place is called Khao Guest House. Pretty beautiful and big room, soft bed, there is TV, there is fridge, and even external shower for those who want to enjoy nature a little bit. Here is the piece of nature, beautiful plant, which is alive. Yeah, it is alive. And that's the shower. Nice. But what is more important is the location of this guest house, because it is located in a few hundred meters away from a major tourist destination of Phetchaburi Province, which I wanted to visit for a very, very long time. Let's go.
On the way to the cave of my dreams, another surprise happened. The monkeys feel like they own the place, they are everywhere here, and they don't even pay attention to cars and motorcycles. But this time I was lucky, and so was this little monkey.
Of course, it is better to visit this place in the morning when it's not burning hot, but I don't know what the morning is. It's not my thing. I've never seen morning in my life, which is why we are burning calories in the afternoon time. Hopefully there are not that many monkeys here, because they are real mafia.
Climbing the steps, you don't get the feeling you're about to see anything special. Even the cave entrance looks modest. But then you descend, you begin to feel a change in the atmosphere. First it's just darker, then it gets cooler, and with each step you get the feeling of entering another world. A huge hole appears before your eyes, as if someone intentionally cut a hole in the ceiling for light. It looks too perfect, just like a movie scene, but this is a creation of nature, it seeks no logic. Inside the cave there are thousands of Buddha statues. The largest is illuminated by a beam of sunlight, like a spotlight. It looks incredible. This cave has been used as a sacred site for a very long time. People have come here to meditate since the time of King Rama IV, and that explains a lot. Because there is something here that's hard to find outside, a silence that doesn't bother you. It rather helps you relax and concentrate. The atmosphere isn't touristy, even though there are tourists here. Despite being a well-known place, it hasn't been turned into an attraction. There is no fancy colorful lighting. No one is selling anything. It feels like time stops here. You don't check your phone, you don't think about time, you don't plan your next destination. You're simply being present. And it's a pleasant state, especially after the hustle and bustle of Bangkok. And honestly, it's one of those places where you don't want to talk, you don't want to take selfie. No words are needed here. Feels like you've escaped the reality, finally.
Two massive chambers and two huge openings in the ceiling, providing amazing ventilation, because when you're standing inside you don't feel hot at all. Even though outside is around 36-37 degrees Celsius, here you feel great. Excellent place to hide away from the afternoon heat and to think about life a little bit. Yeah. Life is running away. Everything turns into stone. Time to live now.
However, the day doesn't end here, because the next place we're going to visit might be one of the strangest scenes of the entire trip. พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้เหรอ
Oh, the entrance fee 50 baht per person.
โอเค
So now the bus will be out around 6:30, 6:40
อ๋อ
from the small hotel.
over there
Yeah,
ว้าว
the small one นะคะ
อ่าฮะโอเค
around 6:30, 6:40. It's around after sundown.
Welcome to Nayang Bat Cave viewpoint, another point of interest in our expedition to Phetchaburi. There is a massive cliff behind me, and in this cliff there is a cave, and there is thousands and thousands, some people say millions of bats are living inside, and every evening they leave the cave going somewhere, probably to Ponglor, to enjoy a party. And local family who own this land, they built a special platform for people who want to enjoy this mesmerizing view of bats living their condominium. You gotta pay 50 baht to enjoy the premises. There is a toilet, there are many beautiful cars, ancient cars for those who love old automobiles, and they give you free water. So we've got around 40-30 minutes until the exodus, so meanwhile we can enjoy the cars. Anyway, this area looks pretty nice. I didn't expect Phetchaburi will be so amazing, so many nice things to see. So the first car is Dodge, American car in Thailand, with wooden body, with wooden trunk. Yeah, it seems to be in good conditions. Beautiful Dodge, green and yellow colors, quite unusual. And this is another car. Don't know why, but it looks a little bit Spanish. Probably because of the logo. So you sit and wait, and then suddenly at some point the sky starts moving. At first you think it's an illusion, just like a scene from The Matrix. And then you realize, nope, this is really happening. These bats are nocturnal hunters. During the day they sleep in caves, and when dusk falls they need to eat. They fly out of the cave for tens of kilometers around. Fields, gardens, rice paddies, forests. And there they mainly eat insects. A single bat can eat hundreds, sometimes thousands insects in a single night. Now imagine the scale of entire colony. However, they are a part of the ecosystem, and without them the insect population would increase dramatically. Farmer fields would suffer, and the use of chemicals in agriculture would increase. So they simply provide free night cleaning for the entire area, free of charge. Still not over yet. Thousands and thousands, probably a million bats flying away. However, if you are not interested in bats, there is another option to spend your evening, especially on Saturday. Phetchaburi walking street. Of course, there must be walking street. On Saturday, only on Saturday, from 3 p.m. until 9 p.m. Let's dig in.
แล้วก็ได้อยู่กับนาฏศิลป์มาตั้งแต่ป .5 เลยก็ว่าได้ค่ะแล้วก็มันทำให้
ช่วงนี้ค่ะท่านพร้อมแล้วค่ะขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับการแสดงชุดเปิดวงโปงลำที่ 3ค่ะ
So ชิมเหรอ
ร้อนนะ
ร้อน หอยจ้อ
ร้อนกันนะร้อนร้อนร้อน
a little bit crispy ครบว้าว อร่อยถ้วยจะอร่อยครับ1 ถ้วยจะอร่อยครับโอ้1 กล่อง
50 บาท
50 บาท1 กล่อง
ใส่ถ้วยหรือว่าใส่กล่อง
ใส่กล่องดีกว่าครับ
กลับบ้านไม่ถูกดูเอาแถม
This night market in Phetchaburi is not just a tourist place. This is rather a place for locals. They love it here and visit it every Saturday. Some of them come after work, some of them just walk with their children, some enjoy local art, but absolutely everyone enjoys the local cuisine here. And there is plenty of food, especially desserts. Sweet desserts with the same palm sugar and caramel made on local farms that we saw at the beginning of the trip. Welcome to Phetchaburi, the province where you are allowed to enjoy desserts after 6 p.m. Wow, that's a pretty interesting walking street with really wide variety of local desserts, but I can't eat them anymore. Yeah, I have enough. And in fact, I'm quite impressed with Phetchaburi. I didn't expect it's going to be so amazing. There are so many things to see, so many places to visit, and there are many more, and I'm absolutely sure I'm going to come here again and make another hungry adventure around Phetchaburi city, Phetchaburi province. It's big, there is beach, there are nice beaches here, yeah, but for the next time. And at the end, as I promised you, to explain myself why I was away for such a long time, why I have been uploading new episodes. I honestly don't know how to talk about such things because it is not easy. My father was diagnosed with cancer over 10 years ago, blood cancer they say, and it's not the type of cancer that destroys a person within 6 months. No, they say he's still gonna live many years, and it's a type of cancer that slowly destroys a man's immune system, weakens organs, weakens heart, worsen the quality of blood, and etc. And yeah, my dad went to hospital many times after that with different infections because year after year he's gotten more and more weak, and last year was particularly serious, and we didn't expect it's going to happen so soon, but early this year he passed away. Passed away, what an English word, passed away where? And I create positive and happy videos on this channel, so I just couldn't take camera in my hands. I honestly didn't want to talk to anybody, so I just simply isolated myself from all social media. And you know, it's a new feeling when parents dies. When you lose parents, it's a different feeling, and you don't really understand what is actually has happened. You are trying to feel normal, but then you are just feeling an emotional drop. It comes in waves. At first you're feeling normal, then you're feeling depressed, you're feeling down, feeling terribly sad. Then you think you're feeling normal again, everything is okay, and then again another wave and you're feeling down. First you want to be alone, then you don't want to be alone, you want to be with someone because you just can't stay and think about it, just to process all of these thoughts. And this is the reason why I took some time. I just couldn't talk. Even to my best friends, it was hard to talk. And yet I want to thank you all for your patience, that you still are subscribed to this channel, for your support, because some of you know that
I had this family tragedy. So thank you all for your understanding, for your patience, that you stayed by my side, because yeah, it is not easy. It is not easy. But now I feel like I'm coming back, and hungry adventurers are coming back, and I want to start from a clean slate. I would like to say that we begin new hungry adventures. New season 6 probably, but it's gonna be different. I'm gonna visit all provinces we've been before, provinces we've never visited before. I'm gonna check all the places we've seen in the COVID, because now I don't know, are they still closed or open? So it's gonna be a completely new era of hungry adventures. I'm gonna post all the time, at least once a week. I'm gonna try to be consistent. And I would like to thank you all for your support and for being with me for so many years. You trust in me, and I appreciate it. So I trust you with my personal stuff too. Thank you all, guys. Yeah. Let's say something positive. Aroika, yeah, chicken dipping sauce is back. It was back for a few months, but I didn't post any updates. Chicken sauce finally is back after 1 year of absence. The legendary sauce, we fixed all of the issues we had with the factory, and now it is great and the same as it used to be, the legend. Also, the new coffee is coming very soon, probably in April, hopefully before Songkran. New delicious coffee. And yeah, if you're in Thailand, check it out on Lazada and Shopee. Aroika. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for your time. This is a new first episode of new era. I'll see you on the road somewhere in Thailand. We're going to the south. Bye bye.